Now, since you've got all your speaker box components cut, holes are prepped, everything is good to go, it's time to put these things together, but you're probably looking at which adhesive is the right one for you. Let's find out. Now, this information isn't from me, it is directly off the manufacturer's website. The two glues that I recommend using are the LePage Pro Wood Glue and also the PL Premium Construction Adhesive, and I'll show you which spots to use both, and I'll show you why first. So this is right off of the LePage manufacturer's website. This is not testing or information done by me or provided by me. You can take a look at all the information that's provided here, but we're specifically just looking for the standard of what the adhesion is. So hardwood maple, 60-minute clamp time, 24-hour dry time, 2400 and change PSI. So dry lumber, Douglas fir to Douglas fir, 638 PSI. We also have one here with a different spec. This is a bond area of 1.5 square inches, which could apply to what we're doing. 890 pounds there. Now, something that this glue does not do, and they tell you right here, is joints that require gap filling. And that essentially is where and when to use PL Premium. Anytime that you need some kind of gap filling. Now, gap filling strength isn't the greatest either. It's listed here at 468 PSI, but at least it's allowed to be used for a gap filler. This is perfect for speaker box holes where you have holes from one cabinet to another, or holes front to back, or just a way of sealing a gap, maybe from a cut that didn't go exactly as planned, or an assembly that's just a little bit off and you have a little gap. This is where you use this stuff. Use PL Premium to fill in the gaps and use wood glue for any of the other joints. Wood to wood, this is just the way to go. And if you don't have access to this, it doesn't specifically have to be LePage. It just happens to be the adhesive that's readily available for me. Any other yellow glue, like Gorilla Wood Glue, whatever you've got available to you is going to be fine for assembling your cabinet pieces together. And then wherever you have any kind of gaps that need closing up, this is the way to go. I should also mention, if you're putting together speaker boxes, maybe for a car or something that's going to be outside, you're probably better off with this as well. This is more of an interior glue, exterior, or if there's going to be moisture content. So vehicles are definitely going to always be outside, and hot, cold, moisture, you're probably better off with this. If you're assembling in sub-zero temperatures, this is also better. This will cure, whereas the wood glue, you're going to have problems there as well with freezing and stuff while it's curing. So I hope that was beneficial for you guys. I know this is something I was looking into for a while. I'm not sure which glue to use and why I wouldn't just use PL Premium on everything. Okay, so the other thing I should mention to you as well is just some of the notes on the directions for the wood glue. And that would be specifically right at the top here. Join and clamp under moderate pressure from 50 to 100 PSI until close fitting, no gap. And the reason for this is if you have excessive pressure, and this is right off of the manufacturer's website again, this will result in starved glue joints. Essentially, you're going to make your joints not as strong if you clamp them too much. So between 50 and 150 PSI, that is not a whole heck of a lot. The clamps that are recommended in the description and previous videos are listed here at 600 pounds of sustained clamping pressure. So don't absolutely tighten the snot out of these things. Just clamp them up and do exactly as the instructions say. Just once you have a close fit, that's good enough. You don't have to clamp the berries out of it. If you're not sure and you're worried that you might over clamp, you could also take a look at the Irwin quick grips, and I'll see if I can find these in a 24-inch, which is kind of the ideal size for speaker boxes. But you'll notice the pressure or force of these is 140 pounds, so that keeps you in that safety range to make sure that your glue joints don't end up being glue starved. Do you want to know how to make perfect 90-degree corners? You guessed it, that video is going to be right over here.